Good morning, collective. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. I've been given a download over the weekend. I had to write some of it down, but I was giving a download. Hey, Empress Love. Hey, I just missed a person before. Thank you for bearing with me. I am on my cell phone, so the messages hey, Foxy, that one, and City Glow. The messages are gonna like appear and disappear, appear and disappear. So it's gonna be hard for me to see everybody. So I'm just gonna do the best I can, okay? But I do have a download that I received over the weekend. And it's a message that they told me to give. And they told me to do a High Priestess roll call. Okay, they told me to do a High Priestess roll call. So I'm not going to wait any further. I'm just going to jump right on and give you the message they gave me, the download they gave me. So over the weekend, I was instructed to watch The Da Vinci Code. It's a movie by Dan Brown with, y'all know, Tom Hanks, the actor from Forrest Gump, and it came out years ago. Now, I done watched The Da Vinci Code about 50 times because that's my type of movie. It's the type of stuff I'm interested in, religion, theology, that's all me all day. But they were like, it had something to do with the reading I was going to do Monday morning. So we want you just to, just refresh and give you the line we want for you. So I watched the Da Vinci Code movie over the weekend, and I hope some of y'all know what I'm talking about and saw it. And if y'all didn't, that's fine. I'm going to explain what the download is they're giving me. So what they want me to talk about is there were certain key lines in the Da Vinci Code movie that was talking about the sexual energy of woman on earth, okay? And one of them was, they were talking about what the big cover-up was, what the big conspiracy was all about. Why did Constantine, want to unite the world under one religion and get rid of High Priestess Arius and get rid of a secret that of a practice that they were doing to manifest. That was not a religion, but a part of our spirituality a long time ago. Why did it go underground? And why was Christianity pushed in such a way to demonize sex and sexuality? Not demonize it, but just throw you off in the full understanding of your sacral chakra and sacred energy, your spiritual body, to give you the commercial version of it, of your sexuality, to give you like a lighter form of it, and for everything else to go underground and to demonize it. Other practices people had of Kundalini sex, Karma Sutra, some religions, they look at, that's too much into sex. Because your sacral energy is magical, High Priestess. And right now it's being abused, and it's not being used the way that you're supposed to use it to control and manifest on this planet the way that it's supposed to be. And some of you are under the impression that using your woman power, your sexual energy, means to just have sex with men that are in control and positions of power and influence them to give you what you want and do for you what you want them to do. But that's wrong too. It's not meant to work like that either, okay? Your sexual energy and sexual power is supposed to be utilized for you to also manifest, not by giving it to a man and then he give you whatever it is that you're asking for. You understand? What these men learned a long time ago, and the reason for the patriarchy, is that everything manifested on the physical realm, power, money, resources, weather, everything, it starts off on the spiritual realm. Understand? So that means somebody got to be up there on the spiritual realm that knows what they're doing, right? But the person that's up there got to have enough light and power to do behind whatever they're saying and doing. You understand? And what are men attracted to? Men are attracted to power, power and wealth, right? So if a man wants power and wealth, and he knows everything manifested on the physical realm must be manifested on the spiritual realm, the whole world then is run by the hidden truth, the occult sciences. But the problem with that man is what I'm about to tell you. Some of the lines from the Da Vinci Code movie said, a man can only reach heaven through a woman. Now, some people would mean, so you mean he can have an orgasm only through a woman? And that puts him in a mind state that allows him to do whatever he does with her energy. It's a little more than that, though. The reason they said a man can only reach heaven through a woman is because they're talking about heaven, meaning the upper realms, where they go to do that dream magic at, the astral plane, where they go to set things in place to try to wear your mask, to steal your blessings and to steal your destiny. Okay, to set things in place when they're going to go to war with another country or another tribe or whatever, so that they will defeat and beat that other group. You understand? The victory has to happen on the spiritual realm before it manifests on the physical realm. So they understand in order to set things on the physical plane the way they want it, they have to set it on the spiritual realm. But they cannot do it with no gasoline in the car. They cannot fly to the moon with that rocket without enough fuel in that rocket. Where does the fuel come from? A man can only reach heaven through a woman. They can only reach heaven through a woman. And it's through the chalice and the blade. We all know that star with the triangle pointing upward. We already know that this one is representing a man's penis, his phallus, and the one that they think is so demon is pointed downward. It represents the womb of a woman. And when they come together, it makes a star, right? It's through the sexual intercourse of a man and a woman, they get that fuel to take that rocket, that spiritual rocket of a Merkaba, which is their light body, to the spiritual realm, to go ahead and set things in place so that they can become rich, wealthy, and get power and take out their enemies. But the question is, this is the reason for the whole patriarchy, to control the source of God's power on earth. This is the other line from the Da Vinci Code. He referred to between a woman's legs as the source of God's power on earth. And they said, he who keeps the peace to woman rules the world. Why is that? They rule the world because all that magic that they've been doing on those spiritual realms, where do you think they've been getting the power to attack you while you're free right now and they can't attack you right now? The reason they cannot attack you right now is because they were using your power, because you didn't fully understand that your sexual energy is the source of God's power on earth. It gets deeper. Let me keep on going. It's not just any woman. It's not just any old woman, right? Because they wouldn't have to lock certain ones of y'all up if you could get the source of God's power on earth from just any woman. You might be able to get some gasoline from some of these women. Why do you think the whole religion was based off of men being in control of the religion and doing things in secret societies? Who do you think has been covering up all the sex trafficking of women all over the world? Because they've wanted to harness that sacral chakra energy, which is the source of God's power on earth, which means if they could get enough wombs, enough energy from enough wombs of the women and control it, then they could stay in power through their occult system. Because they study the occult, the hidden meaning of things and how to set things in the world to where they can have power, but they cannot do it without the fuel and energy that comes from your sacred womb. But the problem is, even though they've been doing sex trafficking and controlling women, and controlling your ability to take care of yourself, controlling your ability to be independent, so that because if you have a choice, you may not have sex with them. If you got a choice, you may not agree to a lifelong contract of giving them access to your womb. So they set things in such a way, in a lot of parts of the world where they could put you in a situation and have access to you to make sure that you didn't have a choice in the matter. That's what the patriarchy was about power. Having literal power through controlling the spiritual realm, through occult sciences. But they can't do anything, again, they can't do anything without your power. Now you ask again, why me though? There are plenty of women on Instagram. There are plenty of women that are willing to sell their womb, their sacral energy on sugardaddy.com, young women. There are plenty of women that they done sex trafficked. Of course, we don't agree with that, but I'm making a point. Why you? Because they can't get it done with any old woman and any old kind of energy. It has to be a special kind of woman. It has to be a special kind of woman that has a special kind of womb, that creates a special kind of energy in her womb, a special kind of spiritual energy that's extremely potent to do that magic with. And that means this woman has to have a special kind of mindset. She's got to have a special mind. And the Da Vinci Code was talking about the Holy Grail was Mary. And they were talking about Jesus' girlfriend, his sex partner and girlfriend, the love of his life. She has to be pure, meaning her heart has to radiate on a certain vibration of love in order to create that type of energy that's literally magic, that alakazam, alakazoo, you can literally create magic with. Really create magic. You understand? And make things happen. Her heart has to resonate at a certain frequency of love, and her mind has to be pure. She has to have a certain level of purity in her thoughts in being able to balance her dark and light energy. So any old woman out here can't be grabbed and used, her womb, to use it and abuse it in this kind of way. And that's why they sign these demonic contracts with these women to abuse their sexual energy. Well, you got to have sex with me anytime I want, and I'll give you materialistic things because I need that energy constantly. I need that energy. I need to use you for sex constantly to do my magic with. But it still does not get the results they want, because one little tablespoon of your divine high priestess energy literally will get them to the moon and back for about 7 good years. Do you understand me? So the source of God's power on earth is the sacred feminine, the womb of a high priestess that has done her shadow work. And that's why they want power on earth, but they cannot control power on earth and resources and take over other countries and invade and do all the things they do if they can't set it in the spiritual realm. You understand? So they have to control the high priestesses. Now, yes, high priestess, a lot of y'all do have positions, and your position is in governments. You're supposed to be counsel, an advisor, a spiritual advisor, and loan your spiritual energy to whoever the ruler of a country, whoever the ruler of your country where you come from in the olden days is. You do have a position and a role that you're supposed to play. But because of these greedy men that want to live lives of self-indulgence and the demonic mind of capitalism, they've decided that they don't want to honor you at all, and they want to push you to the bottom of society and treat you like doodle on a stick, and they want you to live in filth. They want you to live in poverty and have barely 2 nickels to rub together while they beat you up and gang up on you with a whole bunch of people and try to, for not freely giving them your energy for free while you live in poverty. They literally want to bully you and beat you up and destroy you and stomp you out for your magical energy as the high priestess for doing the shadow work. They want to abuse you because you won't give them your energy for free so they can go have power, money, control, and live a life of self-indulgence. So they want to abuse you and pay people to abuse you and to orchestrate things in your life to hurt and harm you. Literally. Instead of elevating you to the position you belong in for doing your shadow work to create that magical energy, because any high priestess out here cannot produce the results that they're looking for. See, because you don't have to sit up there and do sex magic day and night and sign a contract with any of these men, any of these warlocks, any of these occultists, to manifest. So really quick, I'm going to start my reading, but with the Da Vinci Code, this is what they wanted me to bring out to all of you. This is a high priestess roll call because there's going to become a time that's coming very close. They're guiding and telling me that some of you all high priestesses are going to have to come together. The ones of you that have done the shadow work that are isolated. And I'm not going to say roll call and then have 50 million high priestesses and more than half of them think they high priestess, ain't done no shadow work, but they lack self-awareness. So yeah, sign me up, girl. You know I'm a high priestess and I done did the shadow work and you the whole devil sitting out there harnessing people's, trying to help these men do sex magic to harness real high priestesses. No. There's going to come a time in the very near future then where the high priestesses because if I put a roll call out to the public right now, it's going to be a whole bunch of women that lack self-awareness, that honestly think that just finished doing sex magic in the behind, trying to harness your energy with a man. Yes, I was waiting for you to do a roll call for all the holy high priestesses. Y'all know, because they lack self-awareness. You understand? There is going to come a time, I'm being told to tell you all, that the high priestesses that are guarding and that did the shadow work and that are protecting and guarding the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is the magic that is produced in your womb. There was a movie that came out a while ago where the woman swallowed some kind of magic bag and it exploded in her womb and all these powers came out. I can't think of it at the moment, but she turned into melanin at the end. But those movies are all talking about it. There's coming a time in the near future where all of the real high priestess women that did the shadow work and create real magic in their womb, in their sacred womb, okay, that's protecting your energy, are going to have to come together. We're going to have to come together, and there's something that we're going to have to come together and do together to gain control over this situation on earth, period. You understand? Because it's gotten out of control, and the real power is you. I want you to know you're the one that has the power. You understand? These men don't have any power. They might have logic, and they might be able to meditate and use the Merkaba or light body, to go into the spiritual realm. But they don't have the power to do what they want to do in that spiritual realm unless they get it between your legs. And that's why in the Da Vinci, and it can't be any legs because you can go buy pussy. It can't be any legs. It has to be between the legs of a high priestess that has done the shadow work that creates that type of magical high frequency energy that has a pure heart and a pure mind to create that energy to manifest what they want. And you won't give it to them freely because they also have to be worthy. So let me give this to you and we're going to jump in. A man can only reach heaven through a woman is what they were talking about in the Da Vinci Code, right? Heaven is the spiritual realm and men want power. And to get money and power, it has to be adjusted in the spiritual realm first, okay? Everything manifested in the physical plane is manifested first in the spiritual plane. So to get power, they have to do certain things spiritually. But to do those things, they have to get the power from you. okay? Because you are the source of God's power on earth. So that means that demons want your power too. Who wants God's power more than anything? The demonic spirits. In order to get the power, these men that don't want to do shadow work to manifest on their own have to work with demons and entities that they make contracts with. And what is the currency that they use? God's power on earth, which is what the demons want. How do you get it? From the high priestess. So the source of God's power on earth is between your legs, and both man and the entities that they use and make contracts with, using your power, God's source of power on earth, as a form of currency or gold to pay these demons with, to make contracts for power on earth, for abundance, for wealth, for protection, and every single thing else they manifest. If they don't have access to your power, then the demons are going to not open the door for them. No, I'm not going to give that to you. No, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm not. Where's my money? Where's my money? I don't want that. That's a thought box. That does nothing. I need that high priestess right there. That she has God's power between her legs because of the frequency of her heart and mind. It's she's got God's power. The demons they make contracts with want God's power on earth as a source of currency. So at the end of the day, if you ever watched the Da Vinci Code movie and you saw the Grail quest, the gunshots, the running on the road, the hiding, the ducking, everything that was going on, it was like an adventure movie. That's kind of gang stalking. You understand? It reminds you of the warfare with the gang stalking, the following you, the harassing you, shooting you with energy weapons, trying to catfish you with a whole bunch of goofies from Looney Tunes, a whole bunch of different Porky Pigs and goofies that keep on walking up to you trying to catfish you out your energy. You understand? This is a type of warfare like a Grail quest. They're all going crazy about the source of God's power on earth, and they're trying to get it from you. You understand? And like I said, women are like, yeah, I know we have power by holding back sex, and men are horny. All we have to do to get a man to buy us something is have sex with him, and that's our power. Or say, if you don't do this or don't do that, I'm going to withhold sex. I'm not talking about that. That is on a lower frequency power. That's power too, but that's on a lower frequency. I'm talking about high priestesses coming together on a much higher frequency to restore balance on earth. I'm talking about the high priestesses that have the source of God's power on earth, and they're preserving it in their wombs, and these people can't rip it from us. I'm talking about coming together to do some real manifestation work and bring back balance in the earth. Bring back balance in the earth, wherein these men are not able to abuse it for self-indulgence, just for a small group of men that want to be rich and wealthy. You understand? Because the last thing is, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Okay? He who keeps the keys to woman rules the world. So it's almost like the whole point I'm making, it's like, what do you call it? Lord of the Rings. This is exactly what they were talking about in Lord of the Rings when he kept saying, he who has control of the ring has control of the world. You understand? He who has control of the ring has control of the world. He was talking about they're all talking about the same thing. That divine, the blade and the chalice, that divine feminine energy of when it's in a high vibration, which only the high priestesses that have literally done the spiritual work, that have literally done the shadow work to emanate love from their heart and raise their consciousness and awareness through shadow work of the mind, all 7 or 8 chakras, okay? That power also, the only person that can get that power is someone that is worthy. Can you go and get an Amazon worker and put them on a rocket to go to outer space without them physically training to become physically fit first, without training about what the body's going to feel like, without training their mind to get used to isolation for long periods of time, and ways to meditate, ways to exercise, a way to live where there's no gravity, No, you can't. In order to be able to go to outer space as an astronaut, you have to train for years, right? Okay, so only a man that has the proper training and has done the work, the mastery work, to balance his masculine and feminine energy, balance his dark and light energy, to do his shadow work so that he is not have an imbalanced ego, so he doesn't get out there and do something destructive, is worthy. And that's the reason why these men are mad, because they are not worthy to have access to God's source of power on earth, so that they can run off and be greedy, and only a small handful of them live a life of self-indulgence while everybody else suffers. No, you're not worthy. The only worthy men are the men to access through sex God's power on earth, are the ones that are emotionally intelligent, the ones that have done the work to become not only emotionally intelligent, emotionally responsive, discipline their ego and discipline their sexual energy. Because when they have a disciplined ego, discipline their sexual energy, and discipline all other aspects of their character, and they're operating in a high vibration of love, they're not going to utilize God's power to do destruction on earth and to run around and do what's in the best interest for themselves. They are going to act in the best interest of everybody, because God's power is not supposed to be harnessed for 1 or 3 or 5 people. It's supposed to be done collectively to bring balance to everybody, because that's how we're all connected. Okay? So when we talk about only the men that are worthy, toward the end of the Da Vinci Code, he couldn't figure out how to open the cryptex, because he said the only person that can open up the cryptex is someone that is worthy. So the only person that was worthy in the movie was Tom Hanks, but in actuality, the only person that's worthy to open up the cryptex, which is the secret, which is a holy woman's, I'm not talking about a religion, I'm talking about a woman of the highest vibration of love, a holy woman's legs, to get access to God's source of real power on earth, to where you can do magic, like literally create things on the spiritual realm, is a righteous man that is in the highest vibration of love with a balanced ego that's not going to be destructive with God's power. And the woman has to make the decision, no, I can't give you access to my energy because you're not worthy. Because I'm looking at you right now. I'm looking at you right now, and you're very narcissistic, you're very abusive, and you're greedy, and you're very selfish. You need to go do your work. You're rejected. Who is worthy to access the source of God's power on earth? The man that's going to do what's in the best interest of the collective, that's not selfish. The man that's not going to use it for their own power and resources, but they're going to use it to make sure everybody equally has enough of everything they need. Okay? So let's go ahead and jump into this morning's reading. But there is going to be they're telling me there's coming a time very soon when the women that have the source of God's power on earth, and I'm not talking about a religion. The great secret about religion was they wanted to demonize women that understood about how their sacred energy could be used on the spiritual realm to manifest money and manifest a whole lot of different things. To heal, they wanted to demonize that. So they took Christianity on a whole nother route to hide the fact, because it's a big secret. It's a big secret. If everybody was aware that all they needed to manifest whatever they want in the physical plane, money and power and control, was to have access to this sacred womb, the men would be kidnapping women left and right that were high priestesses. And the church wanted to keep it a secret while they kidnapped and worked with the government to orchestrate gang stalking, targeting, isolation of the high priestess by making offers to your greedy uncles and greedy aunts and greedy family members. You have a high priestess in your family. You have a high priestess in your family. If you agree to let us enter them into Babylon in the system of capitalism, and let everybody, a small collective of us is going to literally use them like a damn straw and suck from their magical energy and manifest for us. And you can have whatever car you want, whatever superficial thing you want. You want men, you want women. Just give us access to your high priestesses. And that's what America and a lot of other countries have done. They have taken the high priestess position and turned it into like a circus, a clown position. The champ is here. 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 Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Back. Am I back? Can y'all hear me? I know. Can y'all hear me? Damn, I need somebody to tell me if y'all can hear me or not. Yes, Fox, that one. Y'all can hear me. Thank you. Okay, that's what I needed to know. All right. So they don't want y'all to hear this message, but you're going to hear it anyway. There's going to come a time, now that those of us high priestesses that have done our shadow work, there's going to come a time in the near future when we're going to have to get together and we're going to have to take back control. And we're going to have to do it from the spiritual realm, up above. Like in the Buddha tarot, when I'm talking about the Garudas that have the power to move about in the spiritual realm, because too many of these men have used our sacred energy to run off and become self-indulgent. We're going to have to take back control, basically, over the world. Okay, the patriarchy is over, and everything is manifested on the spiritual realm, and we have the power to do so. And high vibrational men that are responsible and balanced, that have reached those higher levels of mastery. Of course, we work with them. But these low vibrational, greedy men that have turned the holy high priestesses, the holy high priestess. When I say holy, I'm talking about you balance your masculine and feminine energy, and you emanate love from your heart chakra and from thinking in very high vibration. They turned you into a McDonald's. They literally have turned you into like a McDonald's, like some kind of franchise, to be kidnapped from your family, isolated from your family because you had men in your family that sold you off like a slave, okay, and agreed nobody would help you, and then isolate you, and then try to force you into submission by suppressing your finances, by suppressing your home, your dating life, suppressing you being able to date and meet an equal. You ever watch that movie, The Born Supremacy? It's like they're trying to stop divine counterparts from coming together because they want control of God's source of power on earth. Okay? So they've turned us into like a McDonald's. Like, don't worry, we're gonna pay you. We're gonna capitalize on these high priestesses, and we're gonna distribute them throughout certain locations, and then we'll send a coven of men. They'll date, and if they're not feeling that one, we'll keep sending men toward them until they date one of our men that's gonna stick a straw spiritually in their sacral chakra, and she's going to feed this whole city with her energy. She's going to feed this whole coven, whole cult off of one high priestess's energy. And we were not meant to be used and abused like that at all. Okay? They're savages, yes. Okay? They're savages. And they use women to manifest on a lower frequency. Yeah, you can have sex with a man or influence a man and do something using your attractiveness and sex. But on a much higher frequency, a certain type of magic, they need like your rocket fuel. And only a certain type of woman can produce that type of energy, and they know it. And they know that the only reason you can produce that type of energy is because you're not the type of woman that will lay down and have sex for money. You're not the type of high priestess for no amount of money that's going to give away your sexual energy or let them use it, especially not for evil. And that's why they said, okay, we're going to have to force you. And that's the reason why we are going to have to come together and band together. I'm talking about high priestesses. It's going to be a group of us. They told me there is going to be a group of us that were placed in isolation, and we are going to get in contact with each other, okay? And we are going to have to come together and do some work on the spiritual realm, on the upper realms, that's going to shut them down. And remember, you hold all the power. You hold the keys because you're guarding it right now because you have not found anyone worthy to get access, and you're being protected by your ancestors so they can't get access. But what they have done, it's ridiculous. That's why all this sex trafficking and the government's breaking down now. Karma is at hand, and the energy has to balance out. So that's the message. There is a group of real divine high priestesses that have been in isolation that feel like they're going in circles. You don't understand what's going on right now. We're supposed to come together. That's what's going on right now. And you got to be careful with that because every woman in the world is going to claim to be a high priestess who's got that energy, that lacks self-awareness, that just finished popping her behind with a man that she was trying to harness another woman's womb, and she believes that she's the you understand. So you got to filter people out, create a circle within a circle within a circle within a circle. But that's what's coming in the near future. So I don't know if I'm going to start the group or if somebody else is, but it's going to be like a sorting process. It's going to be a sorting and a vetting process. And I know they're going to try to fight against it by blocking communication. I don't care. There is going to be a sorting process where we're going to find women that are going to do this work on the spiritual realm because there are no men right now that are worthy to have access to that type of power to do that. And they're fighting tooth and nail, but we don't care. We're protected because our ancestors know that feminine energy on the planet has to be balanced out. Okay? All right. So again, that was a message they gave me to tell you all this morning. All of that was a holy grail quest. It was literally, and anything anyone is doing to try to do sacred magic on you right now, it's a grail quest. It's a grail quest for the sacred feminine. And the sacred feminine is literally the energy that is produced. It's literally the energy that is produced by your sacral chakra. When you are in the highest vibration of love, and you have done your shadow work, you have done your shadow. You understand? That is what they use to do magic with, using the hidden knowledge and occult sciences. And that's how they gain power. That's the type of energy they can do very high occult magic with. That's the energy right there. There's going to be a fire somewhere. That's the energy. That's it that they do magic with. And I'm not talking about low level magic, run the world magic. I'm talking about become the president of a country type magic. You understand? Get political positions type magic from that sacral chakra energy. And that's why they fought so hard for making you know who you are and what you have. That's why they went out of their way. It's so funny. You would fight so hard, someone that is unworthy because you took all their money away and stole all their money so that they would feel like they're nothing. But you would battle so hard, you won't leave them alone. You will battle so hard to keep stalking and trying to push yourself up on them and trying to, are you ready to take me now? Can I have sex with you? Can I date you? Please, please. You're like, I'm unworthy. I'm a nobody. You see, I'm here at the bottom. Y'all took all my money from me. Y'all blocked my finance. Tried to kill me on the highway. Going back. You follow me everywhere I go. But I'm nobody, right? I know. It's because I'm a nobody. Chasing me down like I'm fucking Beyonce or Michael Jackson or Prince, right? It's almost like when Michael Jackson is in his prime, suddenly they cut all his money off They cut off his money, and we're not going to give you no airtime on TV either, because we don't want you to know how valuable you are, Michael Jackson. But yet these people are now sign a contract with us. You're going to sign a contract with us? No, I'm not going to sign shit. He's like, if you could imagine Michael Jackson, like, no, I'm not signing shit. Then we're not going to let you on TV. We're not going to put you on TV. All right, well, fine, bitch. I'll go moonwalk at the park. Everybody's going to show up. You understand? It's almost like, and then people keep everywhere they hear it's Michael Jackson, people go running and chase. Hey, have sex with me. Do this, do that, because of his star energy. You understand? And they're like, no, you have to believe that you're a nobody. We want you to believe you're a nobody. That's why we cut off all your money and bank accounts, Michael Jackson. That's why we want you to believe it. Okay, bitch, if I'm a nobody, leave me alone. Why are you chasing me down and following me everywhere? If I'm a nobody, because we want you to sign a contract with us. You understand? That's what they do to y'all. That's literally what they do with y'all. They know goddamn well that you are everything, and that the sacred energy in the sacred feminine in your womb can produce billions of dollars. They know that, but they don't want you to know, but it's too late. You already know. So they figure, like an ignorant ass man thinks, if we cut them off financially, maybe it'll affect their self-esteem and think they're worthless. If we can just cut you off and make you believe that you're worth nothing and you have nothing, you'll believe it, and you'll sign a contract with us to give us access to your $1 billion womb, bitch. We will literally give you access, that we're going to give you access to our $1 billion womb. When you literally do your shadow, that's worth $1 billion. That's worth $1 billion to them. So you want me to believe I'm worth nothing just because you hacked me and stole my money? So I'll sign a contract with you to let you have sex with me anytime you want to, so you can do magic and become the president of a country, become the senator, or produce wealth, so that you can live a life of self-indulgence. These Arab country wealthy men, this is what they're doing. A lot of them. This is what a lot of them are doing. Bullshit. That's why I said, they told me it's time for us to come together. And it's going to be a sorting process of finding women that actually don't lack self-awareness. And you know goddamn well if your energy is pure or not. You know goddamn well if you have done your shadow work and if you're in a high vibration, you know. Okay, because I swear to God, you can't just jump out there with everybody, because, again, you got people that completely lack all self-awareness that will show up and be like, oh, I know, oh, honey, I know I'm anointed child, because y'all know what I'm talking about. They'll show up, yes, child, I know I'm anointed. I did my shadow work. Yup, I did my shadow work, and don't know, the ain't done the first bit of nothing. So like I said, there is a gathering, okay, of high priestesses, and that's my message this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these cards, but that was a message they wanted me to give somebody. It's magic. It's magic. You have magic in your womb, and that's why they want you to forfeit and think that you don't, because you do have magic in your womb. That's how, and they know how to do magic in those upper realms, in the astral plane and in the dream state. But they can't do the magic right now because they do not have access to your energy anymore. And they can't force you they can't hurt or harm or do any more spell work on you, because guess what? The power to do spell work on you was coming from you before you were aware. The power was literally coming from you. That's where it was coming from, to do spell work on you, to do death spells even on you. It was coming from you, and it was leftover energy from years ago. That's how magical your energy is. If somebody got a sample of your energy 7 years ago, before you realized, oh my God, you're trying to trick me, you catfish me, or whatever, that person was able to use your energy, whatever energy. Even if you had sex 3 times with someone you dated or got in a relationship with and broke up with them within 3 weeks, because you realize they were not who they said they were. Do you know 3 times they could have been using your energy for 7 fucking years or more? You understand? That's how powerful your energy is on the spiritual realm to manifest money, abundance, all kind of things. So imagine when we come together. Imagine when we come together, okay, with that same hidden knowledge, okay, and we get to manifesting, to put these power hungry men to bring things back and to pull power right from under their feet. Enough is enough. It's time for the divine feminine to straighten out the masculine that has lost his way. And I'm talking about on the spiritual realm. It's work that we're going to be doing. There's some work that has to be done on the spiritual realm by a select group of high priestesses. And it has to do with knocking down these men that don't belong there, that have been stealing energy just to be greedy with. It's time to restore order. And it's by not giving them your energy, because they've made a mess with your energy. They've made a mess with it. So it's about to be a gathering again. It's going to be like the gathering of the masters. Like they have the gathering of the masters years ago with Bobby Hemmett and Dr. Phil and Limbe and a whole lot, how they have their gathering. There's going to be a gathering of high priestesses. There is going to be a gathering of just high priestesses. And again, something has to be done on the upper realm, to completely wipe out and destroy what these men have created, giving your energy as currency to these entities that they work with, because they've created Babylon, capitalism, a complete mess. And it has to come unraveled now. And it has to be done by us because, again, you are the source of God's power on earth. You understand? You hear me? You are the source of God's power on earth. You can't do it without your energy. And that was the big secret since the beginning of the patriarchy. No, focus on Christianity. No. Buy the book Christianity. Just be submissive to your husband and give me all your energy, please. And you stay pure. Just give me your energy and stay pure and shut up. You understand? No. Right now, withhold your energy. Hold your energy back, because it's going to be used for a different kind of magic right now. We got to balance things back out and get these demons, these men that have been using your energy as currency with these demonic forces to live a life of wealth and self-indulgence, to rebalance things so that you can be where you belong, High Priestess, because you don't belong living anywhere, struggling, trying to survive. Where you belong, High Priestess, you belong at the head of a country, spiritually advising whoever the president is. Whoever you are, you're supposed to be spiritually advising whoever the leaders are. You're supposed to be one of the leaders, that wherever you are, okay? You don't belong at the bottom, you belong at the top. But they wanted to just take your energy out, your wisdom, usurp it from your womb, and then throw you to the side and have you living in the garbage somewhere until your energy regenerates and come back and take more. These men have lost their mind because you hold a very sacred position. And they have completely lost their mind. Let's take listen one more time before I do these cards. Listen to me. You are the source of God's power on earth. And they want to put you behind one of them big green garbage cans at a gas station on a cot. And they want to be able to come usurp the source of God's power on earth and then run away with it and run a country and do this and do that and do all these things with your energy and have you living like that. That's what they want. When you're supposed to be living in wealth, you're supposed to be very comfortable. It's madness. You are supposed to be very comfortable financially. Very comfortable. Because the type of work that you do is spiritual. You're supposed to keep your energy cleansed. You're supposed to be able to be near the water when you need to be. You're supposed to be able to meditate and do a lot of things to replenish yourself. But you know how they do. People that are not used to shit. When you get people that are not used to wealth or used to anything, and wealth is not just money, I'm talking about God's goodness. People that are not used to wealth, what they do is you put them in a nice house, they hit the lottery, and they go broke in 2 years. And they Wherever you go, there you are. They take their same stupid ass behaviors, even when they get a whole bunch of money. They run through the money, a whole bunch of expensive shit out of greed, and then end up breaking it and throwing it away. They don't know how to value anything when they're not used to anything. And you are wealth, and you are a source of wealth. So they don't know how to honor you. They just want to steal your sacral energy and run off with it and make a whole bunch of money like they hit the lottery. And then when it runs out like a dummy, come running back. Where is she? Where did we leave her at? Where she's probably in a shelter or sleeping on the floor somewhere now. Let's see where we could. I know because we did something to get her evicted to keep her there. This is how they want to maintain a high priest, a high priestess. This is literally how they want to maintain us. When you're supposed to be kept up and maintained, for anyone that wants to use your energy, you're supposed to be kept up and maintained in the highest way. You're supposed to be able to be near water. Your needs are supposed to be provided for and taken from, but these idiots and dummies want you to live in squalor and poverty without having access to the things you need or having to struggle for them, so they can just come and rip your energy from your sacral chakra and use it so they can live a good life. It's stupidity. Hold your energy back. If you are not living in wealth, hold your energy back and gets it. If you are not living in perfect comfort, if you are a high priestess, if you are a high priestess with that high vibrational energy because you did the shadow work, and you are not living, and I'm not talking about soft life. It's a version of the soft life, but it's for you to be able to recharge your energy, so because that's the energy you manifest because of who and what you are. If they can't provide it, hold back your energy. You hold back every ounce and drop of it. No one gets it. Only the worthy. And the worthy would goddamn know. The worthy would goddamn know how a high priestess is supposed to be living. You're fucking crazy if you think that you're going to be able to date a high priestess that has the source of God's power on earth that the demons want and you want and everybody wants, and you're going to have them living and struggling while you usurp that power. You must be crazy. And that was the whole reason for the patriarchy and for the whole mental manipulation, illusion magic of keeping women bound to a standard of beauty that they created for all women of all races. They created a standard of beauty for all races, all women, and have all women pit against each other and to affect our confidence literally, so that they could control us, because they know if they can control our confidence and make us not know our true self-worth comes from the sacral energy that's produced by doing the shadow work and becoming confident, that would keep us away from the secret that your true value is in doing your shadow work, because the energy that you produce as a woman turns into gold and you can do magic with it. And that's the big secret. So if we can use the patriarchy to control your confidence, because if you're financially independent, of course, you're going to find confidence being alone and isolated on your own, because you know we want to abuse you. And we can't do that if you're financially independent or can provide for yourself. We got to keep you close by. But it's 2025, and we are going to come together, and we are going to redo this whole system, okay? It's not going to be any more capitalizing on high priestesses because you have a dirty-ass uncle that's probably sexually attracted to you, and probably dirty-ass brothers. And I told you about these men. I told y'all about these men. A lot of these men that were on that secret site they had, where it was men giving other men advice of all races and ages on how to sexually watch and get off watching or sexually assaulting their mothers, their sisters, their cousins, their aunties, and all of that. This is who they really are. The unevolved ones that still are animals. This is what's really going on deep, deep, deep down inside. If they could get away with this stuff, they would. If they could openly get away with this stuff, they literally would get away with it. But because it's frowned on in society, they're like, yeah, I'm going to keep this way in the back of my head. I ain't going to tell nobody. If I could get on my cousin, if I could get on my niece, I'm waiting for my sister's daughter to turn about 10, 11 years old. If I could just get them, if I could sabotage my sister and separate her from her kids, I wish I could get access to my niece. If they could tell you if these men could be honest and tell you if there were no rules and laws in society and they could just run amok and run wild, what they would go around doing. They would run around grabbing 10 and 12-year-olds, using them real quick and tossing them in the ground. They're animals. All right. Growth, imagination. Let's go, Holy Spirit. Yeah, they have to let something go because imagination, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay, whoever you are, that purple, your third eye, your whoever you are, you nourish your mind through your shadow work, and you've grown substantially. You've grown so much. You're completely spiritually open, and you see all the tricks of the trade to affect your confidence. To get we're just going to only refer to our energy as the source of God's power on earth from now on. How about that? The source of earth. Okay, because you've grown, you realize that you have the source of God's power on earth between your legs. Okay, and they have to release you because of that, because that's what they use to attack you. But they've run out of energy. They don't have any more power, and they can only use women that have not done their shadow work yet to attack you, and it's not enough energy to attack you with. Okay, these people, they don't have the courage to do or the patience to do the shadow work they need. So they reversed an ending attacking you. Yeah. They reversed an ending, someone with the death in reverse. They reversed an ending with a spiritual practitioner or a high priestess attacking you because they don't have the courage to do their work, to do their shadow work. And they just keep on reversing endings, still doing spiritual work that gets nowhere. It gets absolutely nowhere. They can't harness not one drop of your energy. And even if they did any spell work, all you got to do is I call all of my energy back this very instant, every ounce of it, on the ethereal plane, on the astral plane, on the mental, physical, and emotional plane. My energy is for the manifestation of my abundance only. And I command each and every ounce of my energy that was siphoned from me to turn right back to me right now. And instantly, any energy that they've siphoned or started, it like literally like a rubber band, it snaps back into you. You can feel it instantly. So it's like a constant tug of war for your energy. Okay, constantly. It's a constant tug of war where they wake up in the morning, they probably don't even wash their ass. I know these people don't keep their hygiene up. There's no way you can constantly do spell work morning, noon, and night the way they do, battling you for your energy, the source of God's power on earth, and wash their ass. There's no way you can be washing your ass and keeping yourself up and living your life if your whole life revolves around trying to call the God source of power on earth from in between your legs. Okay? What is forgiveness in the reverse? What is forgiveness in the reverse? Clarify forgiveness in the reverse. So this is all they've been doing. All these people are under judgment, and to no avail. They're just trying to call your energy in. Okay, yeah. An emperor does not forgive somebody, or an older man or woman. Someone might have Aries. They don't forgive a Queen of Pentacles reverse. All right, this is Kitchen Witch, low vibrational energy. Okay, she has not done her shadow work yet to manifest and produce that hot lava, that source of God's power on earth between her legs. And he does not forgive her for whatever she did to, I guess, get him under her control, or get him, if this is someone you dated, to pull them away from you in the past, because now they can't manifest or produce anything with her energy. And he's being very cold to her right now. Okay, might be in a sex contract or something in the occult where he's got to keep having sex with her to try to harness her energy, but her energy doesn't get him anything. So he's got to keep on over and over and over again, and it's almost like poetic justice. Think about that for a minute. That's poetic justice. Your punishment is if you sign some kind of sexual contract where you agree to allow this man to have sex with you anytime he needs to harness your energy, because you did not do the shadow work to produce the source of God's power on earth. So your sacral energy is very poor quality energy. So he has to have 10 times more sex with you to try to get enough energy to do and manifest whatever he's trying to manifest. And he still can't do it. So it could be a thing where she could be raw, whoever this woman is. whoever this kitchen witch with a low IQ that pops her pussy only, uh, because she doesn't have your kind of energy, he might have to have sex with her due to contract way more, way more than need be. And that's her punishment. It's like that's her punishment, you know? She could be raw, dried out, all kind of mess. After a while, that's just ridiculous. Child, I listened to a story I was watching. What's it? BCC, one of them documentaries online about these women that were trying to find work in another country, and they traveled to either India or they traveled to a European country, and there was a company they went through that promised they would help them get a passport if they could be an escort or something. And when they got there, they said, we paid for everything, so you have to pay us back like 3 times the amount. And they held their passport and used these women as prostitutes. And these women, they were talking about how raw they were. They were talking about how bad their back hurt, and how it got so bad because they were being used for sex day and night, to try to come up with the money to repay, to get their passport back from the people that advertised, I'll bring you from this country and help you become a citizen here, but you have to work for us for a period of time. And they got stuck in some kind of prostitution type ring. And the woman was like giving her testimony, and she was like, she was so raw from having to give sexual access non to just strangers that she had to entertain this, that, and the other. She was like, she would bleed, and it wasn't her time of the month. She was raw. It was very painful for her. It was just disgusting to be used like an animal. It was disgusting to literally be used like you're some kind of robot or some kind of animal. Okay? Back to back to back like that. So this woman's karma might be that she might be a part of some kind of contract where she got to keep on allowing him to use her sexually, and he might he might be purposefully trying to make it uncomfortable and hard for her out of anger, because he don't forgive her, because whatever she did to send him away from you, he needs that energy that he get from you from her, but she don't have it. So whatever, it's like trying to squeeze blood from a turnip. So he's got to keep on having sex with her, and he's probably doing it resentfully with her, having resentful sex with her, and he's still not getting enough energy to get it done. It's gross. It's disgusting. What is court in the reverse? Okay. Something could be happening very quickly with that 8 of Wands. The Ace of Cups. Someone is very emotional because something could be happening very quickly. Something's about to get illuminated, and it's happening very quickly. The Ace of, this might have something to do with a large amount of money, because something's over. Or what is the Death? Clarify that Death card. Clarify the Death card. Yeah, and these people are stressed because they can't cause you to die before this court situation. The 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. They can't cause you to die by draining your energy. And he's hurting her. He's probably orchestrates to unalive you because they couldn't spiritually do a death spell on you, so they wanted to kill you. Whatever. It's coming out in court. And they're trying to take quick action, but they cannot get your energy. And what is long road? They can't drain you. They can't drain you. And her punishment is, she's got to be the one he's going to keep having sex with over and over and over and over and over and over and over again till she's bleeding and raw. And still they're not going to get anything. And it's resentful, hateful sex. Child. Yup. The 9 of Cups reverse. Someone's having an ego death right now. What is long road? Clarify long road. The King of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify the long road, Holy Spirit. What is long road? This has been a very, very long road that this King of Swords energy, this is the person trying to harness your energy with whoever that kitchen witch energy is. King of Pentacle. They've been holding on to a secret and doing everything to try to hold on to a secret. And they have sad news right now. Because whoever you are, you're a person of high honor. That means if somebody told a lie about you in court, to make people be able to put things or set things in their favor by creating lies in the legal justice system about you, they found out it was all a lie, and you're actually a person of high honor. If someone told a lie about you in order to get access to your money or control over you, they found out it was a lie. And I have illness in the reverse here. Somebody cannot do spell work on you to create any type of sickness or illness in you, turn your life upside down to look like whatever they said about you, which was you're a person of high honor. They can't orchestrate anything. The only thing they can orchestrate is doing magic, but it's magicless magic. They don't have the source of God's power on earth, and that's the end. Okay, this main male cannot make you sick, illness in the reverse, because they don't have the source of God's power on earth, which is between your legs, because of the level and the purity of the love that emanates from your heart and from balancing your light and dark energy with empathy and compassion, and your capacity to balance your dark and light energy and emanate and radiate love from your heart is what creates the source of God's power on earth between your legs that these men wanted to utilize to do magic with on the spiritual realm for power and for control. And that's been the big secret of the Catholic Church with all the sex trafficking, the big secret of all the churches that were connected under religion, to keep women feeling demonized about their sexual energy and who has control over it, because we want control over your sexual energy because it's magical. But you have to be worthy again, and y'all are not worthy. Y'all are not worthy of this energy because of what you'll take it and go do with it. So we have to, again, it's up to, just like Oshun pulled back the water when they got to talking shit. What do you bring to the table? She said, I'll show you what I bring to the table, and dried up the earth. You know, whoever you are, you have as a divine feminine, you have a responsibility not to bring karmic and all these demonic men's their wishes. You're a fairy. Do you understand? It's like you're a fairy, and you're not supposed to be out here granting wishes that bring destruction to other women and people on the earth that are at peace. If you're a fairy energy, that's what a fairy is. You're light as a feather. You're not supposed to go around granting wishes for demons. I wish that my wife would die, and that way I could have the money of a life insurance policy. This trick that I met that got a big BBL and this, that, and the other. Can you grant that for me? No. And that's basically the type of energies that want to use your spiritual power. Men that literally want you to grant stupid ass requests for them that are connected to their ego, having to do with their carnal nature. It's stupidity. As women that hold the source of God's power on earth, we have to guard it to make sure the man with the right key only has access. And the key is the man that has done his shadow work, that abides in the highest vibration of love, period, point blank. That is responsible, that's balanced and done all his shadow work too, okay? And if not, then you get together with the other high priestess and y'all call judgment. And you undo whatever damage these idiots have gotten out here and tried to do on earth with your energy. All right, what is the energy, Holy Spirit, crowning this read? All right, so there might be somebody in some reckless energy, not physically. They can't come toward you on a physical. They're just they're in a tug of war with you for your own energy. It's so crazy. Ain't just a tug of war with you. I'm going to fight you for your energy, okay? Like, you're not going to lay down and have sex with me, so I'm just going to keep having sex with different women just keep chanting and doing spell work and try to call and force what's between your legs and your spiritual body. We're going to just be in a tug of war with you day and night, day and night, day and night. Gimme, gimme, gimme until we get it. That's what's going on right now. Ridiculous. What's the obstacle right now, Holy Spirit? Yeah, these people are spiritually reckless. They're spiritually reckless. Okay? The Hierophant could have to do with values and traditions, an old way of thinking, an old way of doing things. Yes, Lord. That's right. Okay. Some would have gotten a message from the government, the court system is what I'm getting. All right, they got a message. So the obstacle is somebody got a message from the court system about something. Maybe they're out of, maybe the judge or judge is saying, look, everybody's starting to wonder why this person's not in jail. And lately there have been judges going to jail. Look, I don't want to go to jail. I'm going to have to prosecute such and such. I tried to buy you enough time, but so-and-so got to go to jail. I can't, you understand, it's energy like that. What happened in the recent past? Okay. In the recent past, these people have tried to orchestrate your death. They thought that they were going to harness your energy and pull it like right from your feet, the bottom of your feet. And they were going to pull it from your lower back, straight out of there. It was going to come downward from your root chakra through the vagina. They thought they were going to pull it out your back, your lower back. They thought they were going to pull it from your solar plexus, pull it from your feet, pull it from your legs, wherever. These people have been doing all this sacred magic, and God said enough is enough. And they thought they'd be able to even do a death spell. If they could kill you, then they could just take and use your energy as a form of currency, to get something very big. Okay? So they did collaborate again to try to, I guess, do a death spell on you. But I told you, their death spells don't get off the ground because enough of this army of high priestesses have been withholding their energy for long enough. These people have been going off the energy they harvested from you years ago in the past when they might have catfished you or you didn't realize what was going on. That's how powerful your energy is. They, all the way up until now, from years ago, they were still able to use your energy. But the last bit of it just ran out. I feel like just in these past weeks, the last bit of your energy has completely run out because they must have had it in reserves. And now that the last bits of your energy has completely run out, their death spells don't have no power at all whatsoever. They need your energy. And that's why they're trying to do all that sacred magic to harness it. The Nine of Pentacle reverse, they couldn't get it. And they're on E right now. They're empty. They're exhausted. Okay? And they're moving to calmer waters. All right, tell me more about the situation right now with this Nine of Pentacles. That's the message they got. Okay, so they got a message that they was going to give them time. They was going to give them time to try to harness your energy and produce a death, but you're still alive. So it's like the Hierophant is a judge. There's a judge here. There's a judge here that is telling this Emperor energy, I can only give you about another week. They already know that I'm on some bullshit and I'm not locking somebody up in jail for being on this hacking, gang stalking shit because I'm trying to give you a time. They know y'all are trying to kill them. It's not even a secret anymore. And they know I'm giving them time. They know that I am giving you time to kill them. They're not fucking stupid. They're the judge that literally knew that you knew that this judge was giving this person time to try to kill you, and they decided to give them time anyway. So this judge knows karma is on the way. Whoever this judge energy is, they know karma's on the way because it's becoming obvious to everyone the judge is giving them time by not putting them in jail. They're trying to give them the time to kill you, which is making this judge look guilty as hell, and you might be able to sue the judge. You might be able to, whoever the judge is, you might be able to sue that judge. Okay, take that judge to court to expose what they're doing. But nonetheless, the message came from the judge to this emperor energy that they're going to have to pull their energy back because it's too much time going by now. They gave them the time to seven of swords to try to get away to attack you with the seven of wands, and it's just not going to happen. I'll give you one more week. A week has gone by. I'll give you the weekend is gone by. And they're like, okay, look, there's nothing else I can do at this point. What if this person tries to create a court case against me as a judge and sues me, and I have to explain why it took so long to lock them up? And they actively know that. What if it's a high priestess that actively knows what I'm a part of, and they start pulling cards on me and my name on a regular basis? Or what if they start really working with people against me as a judge and pulling all my damn information out there about injustices I've committed as a judge? Look, this is becoming too much. Okay, so a judge already let this emperor know they have to pull their energy back from them because they couldn't get away with it. Okay, the seven of swords. Yeah, they can't sacrifice you. So now, what is this hangman energy? They can't plan something. Of course they can't plan something. Okay. Yeah, the hermit, you. They can't sacrifice you. Of course they can't. So they know they can't sacrifice you, and they're just stuck in a cycle, and this judge is building up a case for themselves. And I'm talking about the judge. The judge is building up a case for themselves for intentionally allowing somebody to stay on the street that is actively trying to kill somebody. Okay, so that judge is going to get the worst karma. Somebody's having an ego death right now about an injustice they thought they could get away with if they left these people. At this point, it's just nothing but demons running the government and creating illusions so that these people could stay out. Let me explain something to y'all. The reason that I was instructed to tell all of you all that there is going to be a group of high priestesses, they told me it's going to be a gathering. And it's women. It's a women's gathering. It didn't happen. I'm talking about what they're telling me. There's going to be a gathering of high priestesses of the highest vibration that are in their north node. And we're going to get together. And it's some kind of work that we're supposed to do on the spiritual realm to clean all of this mess out. Because the men are not doing it. The men at this point, the judges, the people that hold seats of authority and all of that, all these people are demons at this point. Like, you're not getting no justice in court. You're not getting any justice. They've taken over the world, and they're on some straight bullshit right now. All these men right now in certain countries, okay, and places and positions are literally not doing their jobs. The justice system is not working the way it's supposed to. There's a judge out here letting this Aries run around trying to find a way to kill you. Giving them time to try to kill you so that someone could get away with the crime with you. And the judge keeps giving them more time and covering for them. Right now, it's a whole bunch of men out here and women that are not balanced and operating only in masculine energy right now that have completely taken over every aspect of government and law. And they're not giving you justice. And they're trying to give these people time to kill you. And the high priestesses that are going to come together, and we're going to have to use that sacral power, the God's source of power on earth, to come together. And some of us are going to have to be the Garuda. We're going to travel on and do what these men have been doing with our power. They didn't want you coming out your body and going on a spiritual plane like those warlocks and bringing death to nobody, because that's what they do. They come to you on a spiritual plane to smite people with death, to sacrifice people. See, but that's your energy. You have the ability to do that. You understand? But they want you to think it's your job to give them your power so they can be the judge. But they have failed us to be fair. These men have failed us to use wisdom. They failed to be able to maintain order and justice, balance and fairness. And at this point, we have to call judgment on these masculine energies that women and men that are judges, that are in the courthouse, that are in the police department, that are in the justice in the government system. We're going to have to call judgment, and women have to. It's a select of us that are going to have to come together, and we're going to have to use God's power on earth, which we have to call judgment on them on the spiritual plane. We might have to lay some of them to rest. It is what it is. But that's what's going to happen. That's what I'm being told. That's what I'm being told. We're going to have to start putting some of these energies down. That's the only way, because they're in government and they're not moving because the government has been completely infiltrated. The government has been 100% infiltrated by demonic forces in these occult circles that have put their people in all positions of authority. So nothing, no light can come through at all whatsoever. And they're blocking our money, blocking our prosperity, and doing all these. So it's our job to get into, and that's why every time you meditate, they go to attacking you. They don't want you to meditate. They don't want you traveling and moving around on your Merkaba in the spiritual plane, because they know you're God. You're carrying the source of God's power on earth between your legs. And they know that with the applied occult knowledge, that you can destroy them. You can call judgment on them and lay these men to rest out of these positions. This judge, a senator, a governor, whoever is in any position that is not. Even the warlocks they pay, the high paid warlocks, they pay money to protect them. Guess what? They were unable to take you down because that's who they paid to take you out. And those high paid warlocks, they paid money to take you out. They knew that they didn't have the source to God's power. That's why they orchestrated men to catfish and date, because even those warlocks didn't have that power. They were getting that power from you. Catfish you. How about that? How you like them apples? So whoever you are, now that you understand spiritually how your spiritual and physical body works, these warlocks that they pay money to protect them, they don't even have your power to protect these people with that are in these government positions, which means they're open and vulnerable. So it's time for us to get to work, ladies. All right, what else is going on with this situation right now, Holy Spirit, with court? All right. They were trying to keep it hidden. We know the sun in reverse. Because something's not going to go in an Aquarius's favor. And somebody might have already kicked this kitchen witch out of their energy. This fire sign, King of Wands reverse energy, is a kitchen witch with a low IQ that knows how to pop. They absolutely cannot hidden. They can't backstab and betray you. They don't have the power or the energy to. Nothing has an effect on you that they want it to. They can't backstab and betray you. These people, day and night, they go about it upon the walls of the city, causing mischief and strife. What I'm talking about is Psalm 55, where it talks about when these idiots that manifest on a low frequency like this, they can't get your energy. They'll go into somebody's neighborhood and community and do a death spell, and then someone will get shot. Someone will get killed. Someone's child will suddenly, these things, you have to pray every night over your children and your family, because during the night, they go around incantations, saying them, try to cause a death to anybody in the community where they live or nearby communities. That is their job. Their job is to get energy for these demons, to satiate the appetite of these demons. So when they can't get you, you're going to turn on the news and see a whole bunch of death, weird things happening in the night, because that's when they operate. Well, if I can't get her energy, they said I'm going to be in trouble if I don't bring some energy back. So let me go on and see if I can cause a death to someone's child or someone's spouse, or cause a car accident. This is what they do. Day and night, they go about it. Day and night, they go about it. Day and night. This is what they do. This is the life that they chose because they're smart, right? So the Queen of Wands reverse is this Leo, Aries, Sag, clarifying that didn't want to let go of something. But they're too imbalanced. And someone has clarity. Child, I can imagine her thing probably so raw. Child, never mind reconstructive. Her lining is probably hanging out of both holes. Who would sign up for this? Who would sign up for this? Who signs up for this type of thing? They have clarity about a crime or an injustice, something that was not fair that was done. And it's a tower right now. And what is this Page of Swords energy? Communication. What is this? Yup. Somebody has to tell the truth because they feel defeated. So it could be someone, a judge, or someone in a court system. They couldn't you. They're heartbroken about not being able to drain your energy. Okay, both of them, the narcissist and the one that can't regulate and control their emotions, because they're expecting what? They were expecting to be able to hold on to you in the past, child, because they were expecting to be able to hold on to you like a battery or something in the past. Okay, but it's a missed opportunity for this person to have any type of connection to you at all. Yeah, the King of Cups. Okay, this person, this King of Cups energy might have, somebody might have offered them money to do something to you in the past, and like a dumbass, they tried it and got cut the fuck off. Okay, you're the Hermit. They're the King of Cups. Okay, or maybe someone has Pisces or Scorpio, and Pisces. Oh, maybe you have Scorpio on your chart, but somebody might have Pisces in their chart, or this man might have regret not being emotionally intelligent and having boundaries is what I'm getting. Somebody regrets not being emotionally intelligent and not having boundaries in the past, okay? And not being able to regulate their emotions or their ego in the past because they feel like they could have had a connection with you, the Four of Wands, had they used their emotional intelligence and had better boundaries with people, places, and things. Clarify the King of Cups. Clarify the King of Cups, the Lovers. Someone could have Gemini and Pisces in their chart for somebody. I don't know. Okay. Now they have bad karma. Yeah, this person, they want to get in that energy now, but no, absolutely not. They've got bad karma. You can't attach with somebody with bad karma because they're going to hide behind you. And if that karma hits, it's going to affect you. You're like, nah, it's not going to affect me. Oh, yes, it will. If you get in a marriage or a relationship with someone you know has a whole bunch of bad karma from a whole bunch of women that they wronged, and that karma hits, and suddenly they owe all this child support, this, that, and the other. Now they can't contribute to your household if you're together, okay? Which means that they can't contribute and they're taking up your energy and your resources. And if all their money goes toward child support, that means that you're going to have to take care of them, so to speak. And if they're too much in debt or have issues going on, they become a burden to you because of their karma. They become a burden to you because of their karma. Child, don't nobody want to be connected to nobody that got all kind of bad karma and attached to a whole bunch of toxic men and women. Child, people want peace. Someone might be taking quick action right now to do what? The Five of Wands, because they feel powerless. Lord, what is the Five of Wands? Okay, so somebody thinks that they're going to take some kind of action to do something real quick. These people are living in a real life power or authority to do something. It's like they live in on the world of it's like, where do you live? An imaginary world of illusion where you have all seeing, all powerful, you can just do whatever you want to whoever you want. Who do you think you are? You don't have the power to do anything at all whatsoever. You have no power at all whatsoever to do anything, and you just waste your life away. Yeah. What is this Knight of Swords, Five of Wands they're about to waste their time doing? What is the Knight of Swords, the Page of Wands? What is this they're about to waste their time and energy doing instead of preparing for the future? Okay, use the other card deck. Okay. Okay, they're going to take quick action or what? Go have sex again with somebody, child, that probably don't even have a lining no more, child. Well, here, use my mouth. I can't take it in the back or the front no more. Use my mouth. I'm tired. Give me something to spray in my mouth to numb my throat. Child, what kind of contract somebody signed? Child. Never. It's going to be a gathering of high priestesses in the near future. That's what they told me. They told me a lot of y'all have, listen, a lot of y'all have been isolated for this particular purpose because of your energy. A lot of y'all have been isolated and you're exhausted and tired of, you're trying to get back out there and you still got people in the background trying to uh, harvest your, using sex magic, your sacral energy. And a lot of understand even getting back out there in the world after it's because they're telling me it's going to be a group of high priestesses that were specifically isolated, that specifically were isolated for these people to take our energy from us, that have done the shadow work, that's not giving our energy to nobody. Those of you that were isolated completely from everyone and everything, it's going to be y'all. It's going to be y'all, and we are going to come together, and we're going to all, what's going to happen when we combine the source of God's power on earth like I said, we're going to have to lay judges down. There are going to be people in the part of government wherein they are literally not giving justice. No one's having a breakthrough. They have completely got the monopoly on the justice system, and they're oppressing us. Some of them to rest is what I heard. It's just that simple. We're going to have to lay some of them to rest. And when we all put our power together, we're strong enough to do it. And we have authorization to do it too. And that's what it's going to be. It's that simple. The same way every single day they come in on the spiritual realm, trying to lay you to rest, trying to do a death spell on you. It's not going to be no death spell. It's just going to, you're just going to move. And we're going to lay them to rest. We're going to have to come together. And our energy is powerful. You're going to move on your light body, your Merkaba, and you're going to put some of these energies down. We might have to start with the warlocks that are protecting the people that have been paying them. Because, we have to, it's chess, not checkers. It's chess, not checkers. So we might have to start with the warlocks that are paid money to protect, the warlocks that are paid money to protect the people in power. Once we move their spiritual protection, which is these warlocks, which were using your power. They don't have power, but they were using your power to fight against you. Now they're powerless. So that means we can put these warlocks down. There's no one to be afraid of. I'm not afraid of these warlocks because they couldn't put me down because they don't have the power to. So that means I have the power. And if I have the power, I am going to lay you to rest. I promise you. Okay? That's why such a rush to hurry up and chip a lot of y'all with that Neuralink technology, because it's like every time you meditate, they will try to send shockwaves through your leg or your foot or do something. When I was meditating over the weekend, they got so angry. They were told to stop it with the gunshots in these neighborhoods, no more gang stalking, and they did 2 gunshots real quick. I hope nobody reports this to the police. You understand? These people, they are monitoring your every breath. Every time you inhale and exhale and fart, they monitor it because they already know that they don't want you meditating, and they don't want you moving around on your Merkaba, your light body, and they don't want you accessing and projecting your power. They don't want you to do that. They only want men to be up there and women they can control on the spiritual realms. The ones that have the real power and authority, they don't want you there. And that's why they've done all this, to shoot you in the head with energy weapons, to suppress and stop you. I'm not afraid, though. Yeah, the 10 of Swords. Because they know you're going to backstab and betray them and take them all out because you're more powerful than them. I'm telling you the truth. They know that you are more powerful than they are spiritually, because you are the source, not a man. The woman is the source of God's power on earth, and that's the big secret. That's why the patriarchy. That's why the techniques to make sure your confidence never grows or becomes, make sure you can never separate your energy from them by becoming independent. Because if we don't have you close by, we got to keep an eye on you. We got to keep an eye on you to make sure your confidence doesn't grow too much. You don't get too big for your britches, because if you do, you might find out you're stronger than us. Because if you can manipulate things on the spiritual plane, you're going to have power all over the world on the physical plane. You might take us out because you're so powerful. And what I'm telling you is the truth right now. Okay? Someone's having an ego death right now that didn't want to let something go because somebody is cutting them off because they're, again, powerless against you. Okay? Go ahead, Holy Spirit. So what is that 5 of Wands? I'm not waiting no more. I'm just meditating in preparation, and I hope y'all are too. Y'all prepare for what's coming. It's going to be a spiritual battle, but it's going to be over real quick. So I hope all of y'all high priestesses are meditating every day, getting your diet together. Not to lose weight, I'm talking about diet and fast for meditation and to build up your spiritual power. Because it's something coming. It's going to be a spiritual battle, and we are going to have to lay these demonic men to rest. It is what it is. You might not believe me, but this is what I'm being guided. There is going to come a time we are going to have to lay these demonic men that are in all these positions of authority. So keep your energy clean and pure and exercise, spiritually exercise right now. Don't worry about it. Spiritually exercise. Keep on exercising. Someone's very emotional right now, okay? Because of a secret that they have to secretly try to ten a sword somebody. So I feel like this masculine after ten of swords, the woman that they've been working with to do the sex magic because she's no good to him anymore. And he's hoping he'll be able to win at all costs and maybe even have an opportunity to come toward you if he can get rid of her. Okay? Go ahead, Holy Spirit. And this is justice. So this masculine might get rid of her. Yeah. She keeps begging, no, you're not going to get rid of me. No, you not. No, you not. You're not going to, you love me. Such and such. He does not forgive her for tricking him into thinking that she was the empress and she had God's power on earth between her legs. And she did not. Because this is a woman that's very malicious. She doesn't have a real connection to God. She's superficial. She's surface level. This is a woman that's very selfish, very materialistic, obsessed about materialistic things. They're not connected to their higher intuition. Even if they have some intuition, it's not the higher intuition. It's like intuition to smell out and know if a Gucci bag is real or not. That's her higher intuition. You understand? She can tell if a Gucci bag is real or not. She can tell about maybe some street things going on in the community. You know, that lower intuition. But the highest intuition, absolutely not. She doesn't have any real spiritual grounding or understanding of true spirituality. And she convinced this man that she was the source of God's power through her legs. And he believed her, and he's been digging in between her legs ever since, trying to get to it. Like, bitch, I have not reached gold yet. And I've been digging for 7 fucking years, and I haven't hit gold yet. You said you had the source of God's power between your legs, and I've been digging for gold, and I've gotten not even fool's gold. I've gotten nothing but dirt. I need magic. I need sparkly magic to produce and manifest the thing that I need, and you're giving me dirt that I can only grow tomatoes with, and that's it. I need gold. Dung and dirt is what you're giving me. And it's good for fertilizer to grow tomatoes, but what I need is gold and magic. You said it was between your legs, and it's not. Where is it? Because all I smell is fish. Star-kissed tuna. Fillet of fish. So it's a missed opportunity for whoever this fire sign is. Someone is crying right now. Someone right now is just up crying. And that's where we are. The Queen of Swords reverse. They want this kitchen witch. They're just stressed out day and night right now because they feel like if they don't keep letting this man have sex with them in whatever this is that she's a part of to try to harness her energy, that he's going to sacrifice her. She feels like the thing that she thought she would control. This is karma, poetic justice. The very thing that she thought that she was going to utilize I'm gonna take him from you, and but you had to cross paths. This person was a part of your mission. Okay, this is someone that's connected to you through past life karma. But this woman at one point thought, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna make shoot. When I wag my tail in front of him, he not gonna. I can make him never speak to you again. Watch this. This is a woman that got in her ego about pulling somebody away from you that needed to be away from you because they were toxic. And this is probably someone that you were going to push away from you anyway because they were toxic. But she was in her ego. And this woman, watch, I bet you I can make him never speak to you again. And this is after you already might have made up your mind that you didn't want anything to do with this person because maybe they had a low IQ. And they was, and you was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, this man has a low IQ. This man could put me in danger. This man is connected to a whole bunch of women, and I can tell how he talks because he's goofy. He says people's name out his mouth, and don't even realize he accidentally said something in conversation on the phone and things. He loud. He can't even whisper on the phone. He's a goofy. You understand? You're right. Whoever this man is, he's a goofy. He's a goofy. He's very careless. He can either he has an out of control ego that's unbalanced, and every woman knows you don't want to be with a man who doesn't have a balanced ego because he can put you in danger. He can put you in danger with other women if someone wants to set you up, or all they have to do, if he don't have sexual discipline and has an out of control ego and a low IQ, this man can put you in danger to lose your life. So you already knew this man could not be connected to you, and you cut all cords. But in the meantime, while you cut all the cords, this is years ago, she's thinking in her head, out of her ego, shh, child, please. She think her stuff good, shoot. I'ma watch me make him watch. I'ma have sex with him, and I'ma use sex magic on him, and I'ma make him never speak to her again because he'll do whatever I say as long as I keep having sex with him, and I can outdo her. Meantime, you already cut all cords and moved on and tried to put as much distance between you and this man as you could. But she was thinking, yeah, I'm going to use my sex and I'm going to make him work with me, sign a contract with me. He'll never speak to her again. Ha, 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 in her ego. Fast forward to today. Now she's completely raw. This woman may have AIDS, is what I'm hearing. And I pulled in the car. Uh, and she's contract and for thinking that she was doing something to hurt and harm you. She doesn't even have what she claimed to this man she had, which was the source of God's power on earth between her legs. She doesn't even have that. And because she don't have that energy, he has to dig and pound and dig extra hard with her over and over and over again to try to get the energy he needs to do the magic he needs, and he still can't get nothing up off the ground off her. So it's like her punishment, she's like in a form of sexual Hades right now. And if she stops and pulls away, he might do a death spell and sacrifice her. So that's where she literally is right now, between a rock and a hard place, literally, so to speak. Because it's like you have to keep doing this sex magic with me, and if you don't, you're no more good to me anyway. Like you're not any damn way. But whatever little bit of squeezing the blood out of a turnip I can get from you, I'll do. But if not, then I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna sacrifice and do a death spell on you, because all of us are under stress right now. And you tricked me and said that you were the high priestess empress. You tricked me. You said that you had the source of God on earth. Spot. You tricked me not to ever the real high priestess again. Your power is so potent because you are and I'm not talking about one high priestess. All of you all that are in the Christ energy, because you have the source of God's power on earth in your sacred womb, because you have that, you don't even have to have sex. You don't even have to have sex with somebody to transfer that energy for them to do magic with. You could say you have the ability, you literally have the ability to say some words. You have the ability to say some words to somebody, to speak life into somebody in a certain type of way, to talk to them a certain way, even to flirt with them a certain type of way, and transfer your magic from your lips to their mind, and instantly they'll perk up, and instantly they'll do something, and something will go through for them. You know, you have the power to like speak to someone a certain way, and instantly they'll get hired on a job because something happened with words and the magic you use because you spoke over them. It's not just sex with you. You're magical all the way around. And people that are connected to you, when you speak over them and they have a cord and a connection to you, and you tell them, oh no, sweetheart, you are going to blah, 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 then it manifests for them because of your magic. Believe it or not, I've seen it happen and I've done it. You understand? It's your magic. So whoever this person is, they are in a kind of Hades hell right now, and they're hating their life right now. They're hating their life right now because it's like they have to. You like to try to have an ego and call men. I bet you I could make him never speak to you again. And now she's committed to a contract of sex or die. If you don't keep having sex with me, you're going to end up dying because I'm in a bad situation, and I need for you to keep doing the sex magic with me so we can try to harvest her energy. And if not, we're all in trouble. I'm going to have to sacrifice you. You understand? This is somebody that is getting karma served on a platter. Somebody is literally getting karma served on a dish. It's like, oh, okay, so you like to use sexual energy. Okay, you were like being mean-spirited in trying to, but it was supposed to happen, but even still, her karma for her intention, whoever you are, you didn't want this man, but she still has karma for her intention of trying to use sex and sex magic to pull him away from you, to throw him off of his path in order to try to hurt. She actually did you a favor, and you would probably shake her hand if you could. Thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. You actually helped me. But you understand what I'm saying. This woman actually, she's in a purgatory. I mean, she's in hell right now. It's like, keep on having sex with this man. Let him use you up to nothing while he's telling you that your stuff ain't worth nothing and he can't get nothing off the ground. Your energy is worth nothing. And at the same time, worrying about them wanting to sacrifice and kill you. But you wanted to bust it open and prove that you had the source of God's power on earth. So now you've created this for you. Go on, show everybody. Show everybody what you can do now. Somebody in their punishment is sex. Her punishment is sex with no love attached, no affection, no type of emotion, resentment and anger, contractual sex. Even when you're raw, whatever the case may be, her punishment and karma is sex that she's not enjoying at all whatsoever. And she might die if she don't keep having it. That's her punishment. I can make him never talk to you again. My stuff is so good. Okay. All right. What are the messages? Okay, sorry, I was looking at something. This was an opportunity, okay? This idiot using alpha male strategies and watching kitten hill videos. Yeah, that was a big secret of the patriarchy. The mental manipulation and control of women's confidence in order to not let them find out that the magic is in their womb when they do the shadow work and their confidence is at its best. Balanced, of course, with the balanced ego, to keep it a secret from you that you had the keys, for you never to find out, for you to always be in a submission position to a man in the church and everything. They don't want you to find out that you're everything and that sex and that your sacred energy is the keys to their power. You got to convince them that they're doing you a favor. You have to convince these men, you have to convince these women at all times through religion, anything else, that they are doing you a favor by being willing to marry you and have access to your sacral energy. And if you're a woman that's confident, they're using your energy and doing magic with it, keep it a secret. Don't you ever let them find out that they actually are the source to our power. It's the truth. Okay, so I have an idiot using alpha male strategies and watching kitten heel videos on rerun. Something about marriage. Someone took an opportunity. This is somebody that was actually born with their spiritual gifts. Okay, they want me to pull a chakra card very quickly. Yeah, they've got a lot of attachments. An entity in their third eye. Okay. This person might be experiencing a lot of dizziness right now with this crown chakra overactive. Yes, the source of God's power on earth, so powerful. To try to convince you not to be confident by creating ridiculous beauty standards for all women all over the world. Ridiculous standards of beauty. Yeah, it's a control mechanism. It's a control mechanism to control your confidence, so you won't find out that confidence is key. Confidence is key to the quality of energy you produce between your legs. And that way they could use it and control it. Ha! Not no more. When I tell you women are beautiful, every shade, every shape, every feature, every texture of hair, every shape, feature, eyes, lips, nose, everybody has beauty in their own way, in their own race. Every single person. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And we're not all attracted to the same things. An Eskimo man might look at an East Indian woman and be like, I'm not attracted to you. You're not my type, honey. I like them short, and I like them a little bit round with rosy red cheeks, with high cheekbones. You understand? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You understand? There's no standard of beauty. But they've used this as a control tactic for so long. Crown chakra, insomnia, hypersomnia, sleep, heart chakra, tolerating to the point of emotional neglect and self-care. Third eye, difficulty seeing the future. Yeah, somebody's perception and their foresight. Somebody's foresight and perception is way off right now. Yes? And this is somebody that might have gotten in a marriage with there anymore. Okay, desire for control, solar plexus. This person is a person that likes to control and losing their sense of identity. How do you want to control someone else, but you've lost your sense of identity? Or you don't have a strong sense of your own identity? Yes? Yeah, difficulty visualizing. Okay, and you visualize in your mind. Okay, now I'm gonna pull these cards and see what the message is. Okay, losing your sense of identity. Somebody that was born spiritualist that got tainted along the way, that might practice alpha male strategies and watch kitten heel videos, aka Kevin Samuels on rerun, might have an entity attachment attached to their third eye because they desire control, but they don't have a sense of identity, or they're losing it. And they have difficulty visualizing. You're a leader, okay? This person might be dealing right now with one or more of a physical manifestation of an imbalance to the solar plexus, which is food allergies or constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, ulcers, pancreas, liver disease. One or more of these symptoms might be manifesting to whoever this person is in a marriage. Okay, sacral chakra, and it could be a woman or a man. Their sacral chakra is blocked, which might be causing them to be emotionally numb. And the sacral chakra governs your emotions. Heart chakra, tolerating too much from others to the point of emotional neglect and self-care and dizziness. This person has a imbalanced crown chakra, causing them to be dizzy. They either sleep too much or can't sleep enough, and difficulty seeing the future and visualizing. All right, what do you want me to say about this person? It could be a woman or a man. Somebody is so emotional right now. Child, these demons are really emotional, aren't they? Or when they're in demon energy, okay? Because they didn't get what they were expecting, a page of swords. Yeah, these demons are so emotional right now. It's like, can you see an emotional demon like holding a box of tissues and tears running down their eyes? Imagine a gremlin or Schmeagle just standing there, with tears running down his eyes, so emotional because he never got the ring. And instead, he looks like Schmeagle now. He's turned into Schmeagle and he's just got tears running down his eyes. Like, I didn't know this was going to happen. I just wanted the ring. I wanted control over God's source of power on earth, which is the ring, which is the divine, sacred, feminine energy, the ability to harness that energy and do magic with it. Because in order to have enough power to travel on my light body, which is my Merkaba, and move around on the spiritual realm, I have to have that light being's energy, because my energy is not enough to do it with. Do you understand? Even to go to higher realms, to go to higher spiritual realms, you need more light. And the light, which is that source of God's power on earth, it comes from your womb. And that's why some of these people are able to move around and do things on the spiritual realm like they can, because they've been connecting with women before they knew better, to harvest their energy for power to move around and do all these things. That's why they always keep and hold a high priestess close to them. Okay? A lot of men. But see, these men want to put you in a dumpster and make you live like shit. These men want you to live in poverty and live like shit and just give me your energy. And they better sit the fuck down somewhere. You need to be living in luxury, comfort, so you can regenerate your energy, your billion-dollar energy. How dare they? How dare these men come and try to take your energy and refuse to offer and give you the life that you're supposed to be in? And even then, they have to be worthy of you, meaning emotionally intelligent, and they don't qualify, and disciplined, and have done their shadow work. How dare they? Judgment. So there's somebody here under judgment. There's somebody, there might be a Capricorn that's so emotional right now because they might be under judgment, that might have been using alpha male strategies. This could be a woman or a man that feels like they've lost their sense of identity, that might have been in their ego, and something might be happening very quickly. They might have reversed an ending, possibly trying to get your energy because they didn't want to let something go. So they reversed an ending, doing something to get your energy. And now they're suffering from, oh, wow. So they got a backfire. Yes. Go ahead. Put the cards out there. Whatever y'all want to say. Okay. Yeah, they worked with a Cancer. So someone, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, they might have air in their chart. They work with a Cancer energy in secret to try to pull and harness your energy, okay? Because they thought they would get their complete wish fulfillment. But the Four of Wands reverse. But this is someone that already separated from a community of people, or they pretended to separate from a community of people so that you wouldn't suspect them, or so that you could, it's almost like they wanted to sneak up on you. Look, these people, they keep trying to create illusions that you see straight through. It's like they keep, Okay, now it's your turn to act like you're walking away from the group, and then see if you can sneak up behind them and quickly harvest the energy. Ah, she caught me. Okay, okay. All right, somebody else, somebody else. All right, now it's your turn to pretend you're trying to get on the right side of things and pretend you're walking away from this community of occultists or this cult, and act like you're trying to get on the right side of things, and see if you can glamour them. Wait, and do it for about 2 weeks. And then now try to see if you can sneak up behind them and get their energy real quick. This is what these people are going to do till the day they die. They're goofy. His or her wish fulfillment was to pretend that they walked away from a community, they're separated, and they would be able to harness your energy because you wouldn't have your guard up. But you're protected 360 degrees from the crown of your head to the sole of your feet, all the way around. You pray every day and every you're spiritually getting your pulling your bootstraps up right now in real time. You are spiritually pulling up your bootstraps and you getting ready for the war. You understand? So no one's gonna be able to get anything from you. So who cares? So this Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this Cancer energy thought that would work, but now they're releasing the burden, and they're getting back on their terror channel. I mean, their grind, and they're pulling their energy back from you. And so is this Cancer. Child, I know you heard me. I know y'all heard me. They're getting back on their tarot channel. I mean, somebody could be an air sign with Capricorn in their chart, child. Child, I cannot. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, it's useless. They can't create this illusion at all. It's gonna get blocked and cut off every time. It's a death and ending. They can't attack you, and then they don't have your power. Okay, that's the truth. What I said is the exact truth. The Ace of Swords. What I've said is the exact truth, okay? These people are the wounded warrior in playing these hyena games. After they say, okay, we're going to leave you alone. And then all these hyenas are walking away from you, looking like Wile E. Coyote with their shoulders up real high, looking guilty and looking back at you with their eyes cut at you. Okay, goodbye, rubbing their hands together, and then the minute they're out of sight, they take off running. Where are they headed to? Okay, you hide behind a rock. I'm gonna hide behind a bush. And it's like you walk in the sun because you don't have to hide. You don't have to pretend for nobody. You walk with your head up in the sun, and you see them. You see these hyenas, and you see them headed to the next destination. This time, we're gonna dress up like Little Red Riding Hood and try to see if we can jump and pull their energy. And you not hiding from no damn body. You doing everything out in the open because you're not scared of them because you know they're hyenas, and you are the damn sun and the moon, and they're hyenas. Okay? And anytime they launch an attack against you, all you got to do is breathe toward them like that. And they all, ooh, Mufasa, say it again. Ooh, just that name brings me chills. Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. Ooh, ooh. They're hyenas. They're nothing but hyenas, literally. They're literally hyenas that are the wounded warrior that just keep trying to sneak up on you, and then they jump back and fall on their back. And then when it don't work, they sneak up on you again and fall back again. And then sneak up on you again and fall back again. That's it. So no worries at all. Just ignore them. Let them keep on doing it. But in the meantime, I need you to get your energy up like Goku in Dragon Ball Z. Right now is the time to power up high priestesses. This is a roll call right now for all of my high priestesses who have the real source of God's power on earth that is in your full confidence, not ego. Because an unbalanced ego will stop you from being able to make good decisions and have clarity in a situation. I'm talking about, and you're very practical. You don't operate out of ego. You operate out of practicality in all areas of your life. It's a roll call for high priestesses. I don't know how we're going to come together yet. I'm waiting to hear next what. I don't know if one of you are going to start something or if I'm just going to have to start something really, really big and then start making the circle smaller and smaller and smaller until we get the right group of high priestesses together. But something I've been ordered, because I'm hearing it's been really, really hard for a lot of y'all that have been in isolation, and you're stressed out because even when you go around people, it's like you're from another planet. You feel like you don't vibe or whatever, and it's getting rough with this spiritual warfare. It feels like it's never ending, and it's because we're supposed to come together to support each other at this point. That's why. That's what I'm being told. We're supposed to come together to support each other at this point, okay? Until we find out what the next move is. I'm telling you. And I don't give a damn about the government watching, because they know that we have the source of God's power on earth. I don't care. They've already done everything they could possibly. They damn near put a camera in my ass, so I don't care. No one can come against us for praying. No one can come against us for speaking intentions and affirmations. They're not allowed to do that. They can't stop us. Okay? So there's a group of high priestesses that did their shadow work. Prepare. Start doing your spiritual preparation of your body, mind, and spirit, because I'm going to find out in the near future. I'm going to pray for guidance on how we're going to come together to support. It's not going to be any more isolation, because we are going to back up and support each other is what I'm hearing. There's not going to be any more isolation of high priestesses that have this power. We're going to come together and back each other up for moral support, so we don't have to feel alone. That to do work too, but for moral support. And emotional support, those of us that are going through the same experiences right now, okay? Those of us that have been going through the same experiences with these attacks and the harvesting of our sacral, it's time to use that energy, and it's time to use it to take these people down. They've corrupted government to the point where we're not going to get any justice on the physical realm. So I'm being told we're going to form an army, and it's going to be time to really get justice. And we might, if we got to go one judge at a time, if we got to go one person at a time, with our power, we can take them down. I'm telling you. What is this marriage energy? What is this marriage energy? All right, the Page of Cups. Somebody wants to make somebody an offer because they can't persevere, because somebody got clarity that somebody that reversed an ending with somebody, or tried to sneak up on you and pretend they were no longer with the community, and tried one more time, but it didn't work because you're ready at all times. Somebody is, it didn't work. They didn't get your energy, and they never will. Okay? They didn't get your energy, and it never will. And you can never be glamorous. You get a form of high vibrational narc supply from these people trying to glamour you because you're laughing at them, because it's just pumping your head up every time they try to get your energy, and they think they smart, and you watch them and you're entertained by them. They don't know you get energy from that. It's funny. They think they get energy from you, but it's actually you being entertained by them, getting their energy. It's like watching them try to set traps for you to get your energy and fail and fall flat on their face, and then even come out and do a reading about it. That is popcorn and entertainment for you, and you love it, and you probably get energy from it, and they don't even realize you're taking their energy, not intentionally, but by their failures. Every time you listen to another failure of an attempt to them to get, like, suddenly you get a big rush of energy, and they don't realize you're getting narc supply from them talking about how they failed to get your energy. The Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about this marriage. Tell me about this marriage. Because you know who they are. You know who the people are that are contracted to try to take your energy. And every time they talk about how you failed and they just don't understand and blah, 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 you getting a lot of supply from that. You like, ha, ha, this is funny as shit. You be probably talking while you watching the reading and everything too of the people hired to take your energy. You probably laugh at them. Like, aha. That's energy you get. Every failed attack that they launch against you, that they talk about another way, you get a burst of energy from that. And it gets worse. You get a big burst of energy from it. Like, yeah. All right. So somebody has to pull their energy back from somebody because they thought it was going to work. What's this marriage energy? Ew. I'm sorry. Somebody might be a Cancer energy that was working for an Aquarius or with an Aquarius, the Hierophant in reverse. Maybe someone's getting divorced from somebody. There could be a Capricorn here that's very sad because somebody might be getting divorced from somebody. A Cancer energy that didn't get their wish fulfillment. Oh, so I don't know, a marriage might be over because a Cancer did not get their wish fulfillment. And somebody's going to pull their energy back from somebody, or they want to make an offer to another. This could be a spiritual marriage. They want to walk away. They're cutting off this Queen of Wands. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. But yeah, they're going to cut somebody off because they can't get their wish fulfillment from this High Priest reverse or High Priestess reverse. Because they can't get your energy. They end up energy depleted. The Page of Pentacles reverse. They can't get away with it. Yeah, because these people don't have the source of God, God's power between their legs. They have nothing there. They might be able to bake some bread for you because of what they do for a living. They might be able to get some bread baked with all that goddamn probably yeast and fish and Jesus loaves of fish and bread between their legs, probably starfish. What are the different brands of fucking tuna? Star Kiss tuna. I don't even have all the brands to make my joke. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and that's why they're fighting. They're fighting because it doesn't work. It doesn't work without you. That's the end. What is the final message, Holy Spirit? They're fighting because it doesn't work without your energy. The end. I can't make it up. They're literally fighting because it does not work without you. That's sad. All right. What is the final message, Holy Spirit, before I do this prayer? What is the final message before I do this prayer? Star Kiss tuna, salmon, it's other brands, Kroger brand tuna. Oh. Rainbow fish, red fish, Jamaican red fish, or grouper fish. So many different types of fish. Bumblebee, thank you. Bumblebee fish, red snapper. That red snapper, chicken of the sea, red snapper. None of their fish is working. They can't balance a situation with their fish. Their cats are even disappointed. The whole house smells like fish, but they can't get no power. They just leave the cats feeling hungry in the house. I smell fish, goddammit. And I don't see no fish in my bowl, goddammit. Who is that man leaving? What is the final message? What is that final message, Holy Spirit? Yeah, it's never going in their favor. The sun reversed. Yeah, it's never going to go in their favor. Their life is just going to continue to decline. You guys keep doing your spiritual work. Roll call for all high priestesses. Yeah, they can keep on taking chances. We don't care to attack you. Somebody might be launching another attack. That's fine. It doesn't matter. They don't have any power. I told you, whatever power they got from you years ago, it lasted for years, but it's completely run out now. So they're going off of they're literally going off of the power of the women they have access to, which have no power at all whatsoever. So let them. I mean, it's not going to reach you. They don't have enough power. It's a missed opportunity. Someone's very sad right now. The love is reversed. Someone could have Gemini in their chart. But it's a missed opportunity for this person to partner with you, to create an illusion, to trick you, or do anything they thought they were going to do. All right, final message, Holy Spirit, give me one card. If you don't remember anything else I told you today with all of my hot breath air, remember this. You are the source, High Priestess, that has done her shadow work. God's power on earth. Yes, you are. You are the source of God's power on earth because you did your shadow work. And you have the power that you can only give to a man that is worthy, right? The only men that are worthy that have done the shadow work, that's not going to cause destruction, that's not selfish, that will do what's best in the interest of humanity. And because right now there are not many of them out here that are worthy, you're going to have to use your own power, come together. We might have to make some changes in the world ourselves, using and combining our energy together. There's Leo here that can't recover. Ooh, child, I told you. Look, she couldn't get away with it. And she looked like she is in pain. She looks like she's in pain. She can't recover. The Nine of Pentacles reverse. She don't got no more energy left. Her stuff is hurting. Her stuff is sore. Her throat could be hurting. You see how she's tooting her behind up in the air and it's red like that? Yeah, and she's fanning her undercarriage with her tail. She on fire. Yeah, and she can't get away with it and she's in pain. And she's doing all this to, one, stay alive and avoid going to jail with the Hierophant. Okay, but she might not even see. Well, there you go. I can make your man never speak to you again, child. And now you in hell, doing whatever you did to make that man never speak to you again. Now you in hell, getting F to death with diseases, and being used and just raw, no love, no affection, no nothing, just being used like a wet food stamp, like a mechanic's rag, like a white rag for the engine, literally. Doesn't see that someone's about to make an offer or connect with someone that might be in the justice system to create an death and ending for her, and she don't see this. So it's like after he finished trying to have sex with her, to bang her all up to get that energy from her, and she's just out of energy. She's got diseases. She's in a lot of pain. Her back, her front, her value and confidence is on the floor. He still couldn't get away with nothing. And she doesn't see, after he did all that to her and wiped her off with oil mechanic rag that mechanics use in a garage, now he's going to go ahead and give her up to the police with the Hierophant. And it's over with this death card. It pays to balance your ego and to show some humility, because she is paying dearly. God, like, oh, you like sex so much, huh? Oh, okay, you could take anybody's man, huh? With your sex, huh? Okay, and that's where she's at with it right now. This woman has AIDS, and she's raw. This woman has AIDS, has raw. She's child. Okay, guys, I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. That is the end of the first reading this morning. Anybody that wants to join in for this prayer, please do. I show gratitude right now for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude right now for Earth, Wind, and Fire, both the group and the elements. I show gratitude right now for favor and for protection. I show gratitude right now for the roll call that's going to be happening in real time of all the high priestesses that have done the shadow work to get that, to become the source of God's power on earth. I show gratitude for the coming gathering that I'm seeing in the near future. I show gratitude right now for balance being restored financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally of the divine feminine. I show gratitude right now for this day and every blessing bestowed upon us, and for each and every male and female collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for each and every planet and the energy each planet embodies that has the unique energy that's needed to grant our prayers. O Holy One, the moon, Lavana Nana, who sits at the head of Mercury, Koke, Anki, Venus, Anene Noge, the sun, Utu Shemish, Mars, Madim Gugiana, Jupiter, Enlil Zadik, Saturn, Shabbatha, Nanerta, in the name of the Most High God, Yeshua, in the name of Christ Jehovah, right now. Right now, I show gratitude for this morning and day. Right now, I command and come in agreement that today, anything I speak, touch, and seek to do or accomplish, it will be blessed, manifest to the fullest, and flourish. I command joy and success in my life. Right now, I cut, disengage, and cancel by fire any and all agreements and contracts that anyone bound us to in the dream state. I order all plans null and void by fire. Right now, I sever every cord and attachment. Catch fire right now on every plane of existence through every energy body attached to me. I command and order all my energy that was siphoned from me as I slept last night or this morning, spiritually, to return back to my body instantly right now on the ethereal plane, on the astral plane, on the mental, physical, and emotional plane. I mate my sweet, great energy weight. Do not let separate from my estate. I neutralize and eliminate the hate. Positive and creative energy is my fate. Sacred and root chi, I do decree. I appreciate you. Stay glued to thee. Right now, we call all our energy back on the ethereal, astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane. Our energy is ours only for the manifestations of our abundance only. And as we call all our energy back, anything that was purchased or built or created using our energy, I command to burn to ashes and fall to the ground and scatter right now. Motits be. Right now, we call back all of our Modhara, our root chakra, and Svadhisthana, sacral chakra energy back to fully replenish us right now. I command every obstacle placed in front of me right now to be instantly destroyed by fire on every plane of existence. Right now, I cancel every orchestrated spiritual witchcraft attack and hex conjured by fire, by that kundalini violet flame of my holy fire, which is my Holy Spirit, invoked by my holy words. Right now, I return our spell work back to the sender tenfold, and I order and command you to instantly go directly back to the person that sent it, plant in their energy field permanently, and never return back to us again. Every and any meeting arranged by anyone in my energy right now to frustrate my day, catch fire right now and be destroyed and forever, never to assemble again. Right now, I destroy you and your evil intentions with my words right now. By that kundalini violet flame, be consumed by my authority in Christ. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it, let them eat the fruit thereof. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Right now, fall to the ground every curse, every hex, every bewitchment, every evil pronouncement, every curse, every evil eye, every negative energy. We return back to the sender. Motives be. Right now, as we anoint ourselves this morning, we cleanse and remove from our body, from our aura, from our chakras, from our cellular DNA and nervous system, through all 7 of our energy bodies and on every energy plane. Right now, from the ethereal plane, the astral plane, the mental, physical, and emotional plane, our spirit and our aura, the effects of any and every energy weapon that was used on us, every hex that was cast, every spell work, every unbalanced, toxic, negative thought and energy and evil eye. Right now, we transmute all toxic, negative energy back into the universe to be alchemized into positive energy right now. We cleanse and remove every satanic deposit from our chakras on every plane of existence right now. We cleanse and remove every entity attachment by fire right now, up out of every one of our chakras right now, out of our aura and spirit right now. Every entity attachment right now, we bind and cast out by fire and cleanse and remove, catch fire and burn to the ground. Every man, woman, and child that I interface with today and come in contact with today will go out of their way to do their best for me. I will see favor today in every area of my life. All things will work together for my good today. Today, I have divine immunity and protection from all manner of confusion by those that have made me their enemies. Any and everything that I put my energy into today will prosper and be successful. Anyone that is destined to help me will contact, locate, and get through to me today. Every obstacle and the creative of challenges in my life will be blocked, disabled, stopped, and removed far from me and cast and instantly ejected from my energy and life today by divine intervention. I show and express gratitude and love for my ancestors, my guides and ascended masters of the highest vibration of love, assigned to help, block, and protect for me that came before me. And I humbly open myself to new lessons to help me to ascend higher and to grow. Ashe. Mote it be. I now close all portals. I sever all energetic cords that no longer serve me and fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power, whole and sane. Through ancestral lines I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free, protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be. Before I go off of this, they did give me a download. I don't know all the details yet of how, who, when, where, what, or whatever. It's coming to me little by little. But there's going to be some kind of group. It's going to be some kind of organized group here of high priestesses that have done the shadow work, okay? That have done the shadow work, who do have the source of God's power on earth, okay? That are in their north node in a very high vibration. And we are going to come together. And there may even be like a process of starting a large group and then it becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. And how it's going to start off is, it's going to start off as a social group. And it's women only, okay? This is for women only. Because we're talking about sacred energy that comes from your womb. Okay, so you have to have a womb, okay? And I'm not, I don't have to explain myself. But two, I'm just saying you have to be born with a womb to create this type of sacral energy. You have to be womb, okay? So this is going to be something for women only. And it's going to start off, as just kind of like an outlet. To be able to come around other people that have overcome, great spiritual difficulty, death spells, a lot of attack through gang stalking, targeting. It's going to be something where if you were isolated for a very long time and blocked on your phone and couldn't have contact with outside people, and these people are trying to have you running in your house and doing stuff, I feel like what's coming to me is to put some kind of group together where I know everybody's spread out, but where we can come together somewhere and go on nature walks. Not just start out there. Come on, let's all put our sacred energy together and take down everybody. No, it has to be a sorting process. It has to be a process of getting to know people and, things like that. And so I'm looking more like to get a group of women together where we meet up, somewhere where we can go for hikes and just start, just to be in the company and energy of other people that were isolated like you were, and to have some kind of emotional support from people that know exactly what you were going through. Because you can join a support group wherever you're from, but they might not understand. If you were a part of being targeted by a cult, and you go around normal people that don't know nothing about gang stalking and don't know nothing about witches and warlocks orchestrating things to try to get your energy and destroy you and do magic on you day and night, they're going to look at you like you crazy, and you're going to be deemed a weirdo. Okay? That's why I'm saying I feel like I'm being guided. I don't know how it's going to come about. It's coming to me little by little because I know all of us are not in Georgia. We might be all over the world. But just maybe if we could start off like meeting once a month or once every 3 months or something like that, and just maybe spend 3 days, getting together just to eat, to talk, walk around in parks, in nature, and possibly even just have someone to relate to about being isolated and the experiences of all the attacks that we have gone through. It's like a form of therapy. You understand? Coming out of isolation with other people that were in the same type of isolation as you, to talk about what they've been doing to you, your isolation and your healing, and to release that energy. I know you're already healed, but they want to keep you in isolation. They want to keep spiritually throwing arrows at you and things. And us coming together, this is just the beginning. It only takes a spark to get a fire going. You understand? It literally only takes a spark to get a fire going. And I would love to come together with a group of high priestesses that have done their shadow work, to even if it's once every 3 months or once a month, just to get it started. And it's going to become better and better and more frequent as time goes on. To go to the park with, to have someone to understand and emotionally support what's been done to you without judgment, because that the person you're talking to is not crazy because they went through it too. You understand what I'm talking about, right? I want to like do a retreat or something like that. You understand? Where we can all come together, like I said, and it doesn't even have to be that expensive. We could just all meet in a particular state where they have large parks or something, right? And go into nature, get to know each other, spend some time just having short meetings. Do something in the evening time, like bonfire type energy, where we can bond and talk. Because before we get something started up, we would have to bond and do a sorting process and get to know each other. Because, anywhere that God's people, we'll just say anointed people, however you define God, okay, start meeting up and coming together, the devil is going to send his agents. And even if it's women only, the devil is going to send his agents. He's going to send women that have entity attachments, that have for spying. Women that only care about money, that operate like a man, out of nothing but logic, no empathy and compassion, that are like, damn, I don't care what these women talking about in healing. I just want money because I don't want to do the healing work in my life. I depend on money and a lot of it to make myself happy and feel good. So if I got to put a goddamn in the middle of my forehead, and put some crystals on and float on over there trying to pretend like I'm some kind of energy that's been isolated and attacked, and hang out with these women to see what they got going on, to throw a monkey wrench in it, or to report back to these men about what these high priestesses are coming together. So you understand it's a sorting process that's going to have to happen. We're going to have to do a sorting process, and it's going to have to start where it's not going to just be ultra spiritual when we first meet. When we first meet, it's going to be about coming together for brunch, a day in the park, and maybe even a bonfire in the evening where we could just sit, talk, and get to know each other. Anytime you're trying to start something new, form some kind of support group, whatever, you don't jump right in. It's a sorting process to find the right group of women. And also, you have to start out just all meeting up and getting to know people. And that's a sorting process. So the first few meetings have to be about meet and greet. Let's eat, let's talk, so see what we have in common. And it's for women, again, high priestesses specifically. It's not for everybody. It's for high priestesses specifically that have been isolated, that are still being persecuted and having arrows thrown at them right now, that did their shadow work. Okay. All right. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna look into it. If you guys have some ideas, I'm in the state of Georgia. I know people don't like to up their location. That's fine. It's no problem. I'm in the state of Georgia, in the southeast state here. But if you guys want to email me some ideas about this, about a good meeting place, a good park, a good area where we could do something for 3 days or whatever. Or maybe I'll just start off doing something local in Georgia with the people that are in Georgia or close to Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, or something like that within this side of the country, Texas, like down there. And it right now, nothing has happened physically, of course, but right now I'm just in the planning stage of this. Okay. But they told me do a roll call of, like I said, the high priestesses that have done their shadow work, that have been in isolation, that are starting to feel weary, like, when is this going to end? It's going to end when we come together and we end it. And that's the answer. Just like that. That's the download. Some of y'all are, oh, you in Nevada? Oh, okay. Look, some of y'all are wondering, like, okay, y'all keep saying it's over, and we're still dealing with it. Spiritual warfare never ends. But some of y'all are like, okay, but when is this going to end? Like, I'm supposed to go to court. I'm supposed to be able to put these people away that are trying to actively kill me, and the judge hasn't locked them up. Yeah, they're going to stay in this energy till they die, and that might take years. What they're telling me is it's going to end when we end it. You understand? It ends when we end it. Since they have failed to come together, okay, yeah, email me. Since they have literally failed, and a demonic dark spirit has completely taken over the justice system, the court systems, the police departments, the whole government. Since the whole government, a whole demonic, it's coming to me. A whole demonic principality has completely overtaken everybody in a position of power, every judge, and we're not getting anywhere. What I heard is going to end when we come together and end it. So preserve your high priestess energy. You are the source of God's power on earth, and it's between your legs. It's in your sacral chakra. And you have the power to place an end when we bring our spiritual power together. And it only takes a spark to get a fire going. So we have to start out getting to know each other, just meeting up for brunch, maybe meet up for a 2-day or 3-day retreat where, and it can't be too expensive, of course, because you don't know what anyone's financial situation is because of what these people have been doing to block us financially. So we're going to find some kind of a way where all of us can be able to comfortably meet, maybe for a 2 or 3-day retreat somewhere in a particular state. Like once every 3 months or something like that, beginning, or once a month or something like that, and do something like a bonfire in the evening where we can talk and bond, get to know each other, maybe go to brunch, have a day at the park, go to a museum. It's gonna start, or it's gonna appear as if just, high priestesses that were put in isolation are just doing things where we have something in common. We were spiritually attacked. We're high priestesses, and we were put in isolation. So that's what we have in common, okay? And we're gonna start off getting to know each other just by doing common things, okay? But we all are aware that we're high priestesses, so no one is looking at us crazy and gaslighting us. That's why it's this type of group where we can go to museums, we can go on a trip, we can just do stuff together to get to know each other. But the ultimate goal is to do like a sorting process whereby ultimately we're going to form a spiritual group, and it ends our oppression when we end it spiritually. You understand? But to get that group together, we have to get to know each other. And that's why it's just going to be a friendly group starting off, okay? But it's specifically for high priestesses, women with a womb, okay? High priestesses who did their shadow work specifically, that were in isolation, and they're blocking your phone calls. They've been blocking you from everyone and everything. They've been trying to keep you isolated. Okay? So roll call. Kuan Yin is calling it. Tarot card readers, whoever. You don't have to be a tarot card reader. I don't care your religion. I don't care what your religion is. If you don't discriminate against people for their religions and spiritualities, it doesn't matter. We can all come together, and I'll give you more later, and you can email me with ideas. But that's what they told me. That's how we're coming out of this. If you were isolated and you're targeted and you're a high priestess that has done her shadow work, we're going to start supporting each other. Okay, I'm Kuan Yin. I'll be back. This is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot.